Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelei. Today I'm in a beautiful again part of the nature on the heathland, and as you can see behind me, the sun is really fighting to come through to the fog, and I hope it's going to win during while the day is progressing, and it gives a very serene feeling, which I'm going to share with you in a bit. And but before that, I wanted to talk with you about how different you can feel around certain people. I don't know if you've experienced it, but you can really feel different. You can feel a mistake can make you start to feel insecure or sure of yourself, but sometimes just a total different version of yourself, and your energy can really change according to the people who you are surrounded with at a particular moment. It can be also the environment itself, but it can also be people. They can really make you feel different. Well, I have that feeling sometimes, and over the years, I saw it happening for myself, and when I recognized it, that was a moment I could start do something about it because. It's my energy is holy for me, and I try to protect my own energy, and I don't like it when other people, um, well, shake that or infiltrate in that energy and try to make it feel different. And so I'm going to talk with you more on this topic. And I hope you're going to join me on my walk here because I have some really nice views to share here. A little tip maybe. Many people are watching YouTube, the film, movies or films or videos, however you want to call it. Watch it on the mobiles, and which is of course a great thing and many times at hand. But I can assure you that sometimes I show some views that are really beautiful to watch on TV. Well, at least I think so. So just a little tip. You can of course do and watch however you want to. But for sure, I'm going to flip the screen now. Talk more with you about the topic of how being with other people can really change your energy and make you feel different. And I'll see you on the other side of the screen. Right, and I believe this is one of the views I'm talking about. It is so beautiful and so it's calm and quiet. It's still in the morning, and I like to spend times here, whether just around sunrise or sunset. It's so beautiful then, and it's also quiet, not too quiet. I see some people doing their jogging and they're a little bit here and there or walking with the dogs, but on overall, it's still, as you can see, it's still very quiet and calm. And well, I'm heading here. Look, I'm turning around a little bit. I'm still heading here for the sun that was coming through, and he's doing his best. And well, he can do it without my help here, but it's a beautiful sight to see anyhow. And but coming back on my topic here is how you can feel different with certain people around you, and you have to pay attention to that as far as I'm concerned, because some people, they can make you feel relaxed or very clear and at ease and like yourself, yeah, and then other people, before you know it, you can feel tense and guarded and smaller, and you start to do some overthinking, and you start to be more careful with your words. And I have that very strongly. I pick up the vibes from where I am and the people who I'm surrounded with, but picking it up and letting it infiltrate in my energy, in my being, say, then it's another thing. I really had to learn to, yeah, to see through it and to recognize it rather. And and sometimes even I recognize it, but I chose to ignore it because I thought myself, like, oh, I'm just imagining it. And instead of being aware, I thought I was imagining things myself and say, well, just be normal and just go with the flow. And with other people, I haven't seemed to enjoy themselves here, but I just feel squeezed. It's in my stomach or on my chest, and you can't ignore that feeling. Well, I can't ignore that feeling because it's a heavy feeling, and it almost wants to make me go home and take up my pack up my keys and my phone. I say, well, sorry, people, but I have to go home. I have things to do or whatever, whatever, whatever. But that's all not always possible. And of course, the best way is to be able to deal with that tense feeling with when you are around people. Because I felt, as I said, the tightness in my chest or my stomach. So my body is noticing things that I try to rationalize away. And I don't think you feel different around certain people by accident. Because I think you might be feel different because your nervous system is responding to something really real, really what's happening, and it's real, and your nerve system is picking it up, and it might be subtle, and it might be unspoken, and it might not be the obvious thing to be happening, but your body is very honest, very extremely honest, and well, you can choose to ignore it, but you're not going to feel very well. Oh, I just hope my camera picks up the different lights and things. It's so beautiful here. I need a thesaurus, I think, because I can't think of anything else than the word beautiful. It seems, but that's how it feels. And that's how it looks to me. Beautiful here. But anyhow, around safe people, your nerve system is relaxed, and around draining people or toxic people, how you might call it, it tightens. And it doesn't mean somebody is really bad in almost a criminal kind of way, but it's bad. As I said, it can be a toxic way. Or I personally have very much trouble of dealing with passive aggressive people. I just can't deal with it. The hairs in my neck sometimes they pop, they stand up, and I can't deal with that because and nor I should, I think, because like passive aggressive people can be really hurtful and insulting sometimes, and I'm sorry, but I can't stand for that. I really can't, because there's no need for it. But as I said, sometimes they're not on purposely bad, and it doesn't mean that I need to confront them all the time or create a drama. That's not what I'm in for either, because that's also draining my energy. And I mean, it simply means that there is definitely a mismatch between me and that person or persons, and it's in energy, and it's in communication, and it's in emotional availability, if you want to call it that way, and also, as I said, in respect, because as I said, I believe that passive aggressive people can be pretty respectless. And sometimes it's not even strange people. It can be family, it can be certain friends or acquaintances rather, because I have some pretty strong passive aggressive people in my family, and well, no need to say that I am keeping my distance, because it's pretty hurtful, and I sometimes I need a day or two to recover from their energy. And I mean, I don't want to do that to myself anymore, but yeah, it is still family. But yeah, I have to protect myself from it, and keep the contact as well, as short as possible. It's hurtful to say, but I have to do it that way, because I really feel hurt sometimes after having to deal with them. Oh, I come here often in this area, and as I said it before, I think in my other videos, it's just so different every day, and I just discover new paths every day, and it's beautiful. I must admit, I have a little bit of problem sometimes with being here by myself. I'm a woman, and I don't have a dog anymore, and it feels sometimes, I think, am I crazy of standing here, because there are some pretty weird people out there sometimes, and but yeah, I don't want to talk about that now and think about that, because I want to give you a more positive vibe in that, and show you this beautiful, beautiful place here. But well, talking about intuition, of course, I have to use my intuition still being out here. I know there's somewhere in my vicinity people jogging or walking with their dogs or whatever, but I still listen to my intuition, and you shouldn't override it. And when it comes to being with people who don't make you feel good, I think we also have to, you have to stop forcing the connection. You don't have to force yourself into the connection with people like that. And for certainly, that is another one I've learned. I learned the hard way. I'm going to stop explaining away my discomfort, because they wouldn't pick it up. If they would, they wouldn't be the kind of people who would make me feel uncomfortable. That's something to think about, isn't it? If they weren't that kind of people, they wouldn't make me feel uncomfortable. I can even say it about my divorce, and you can say, oh, if we could only divorce like this and that, and it would be smooth and kind and this and that. But if everything could be smooth and kind, I probably would have never divorced the person in the first place. But another topic is that. But well, that was a person who made me feel very uncomfortable as well. But I don't want to bash here an ex-husband. That's not what I'm here for. But as I said, feeling different around someone is also information. That sounds strange maybe to say, but it's a kind of information. your body and your intuition gets. And it's not a judgment, it's just pure data. I mean, it sounds cold, but but maybe interesting in this digital age here. It's data, and when you listen to it, you make better choices. I've learned that. I'm 63 years of age now, and I think I've came a long way with dealing with people who made me feel uncomfortable, and by recognizing it and and dealing with it. And it's certainly a very interesting life lesson. That's what I can tell you. And maybe it resonates, or maybe it doesn't resonate at all. That's, of course, all possible. You can always leave a comment, by the way, under my video, or give me a thumbs up or a thumbs off down if you want. Well, hopefully not, but you don't have to agree with me. And you also can leave a comment and give me some new insights, or share what you've been going through, or are going through, or maybe even are about to go through. But you can also subscribe to my channel. I'm posting my videos daily. I'm doing my walks daily, and all kinds of topics that I think many of us are going through or have gone through. And somewhere along the line, I probably resonate to a lot of people, I guess, still. But coming further to my topic here, as I said, when you listen to the tension that's happening when you are around certain people, or when you feel different or other, then you better choose relationships that are allowing you to breathe, and you can create a distance where your body feels strained. You have to do that. As I just said, I have to do it with some of my relatives as well. And you just have to protect your energy without needing a justification out loud. So if you noticed that you feel lighter away from certain people, then that's not something to ignore. And that's also not something to feel guilty about, because it's just a part of nature. Not everybody is the same, and we're all different. And yeah, some you can get along with, and some not. And that's just a natural thing natural part of life, I guess. And well, I could even call it wisdom, if that's the kind of word. It's wisdom on a mature age. You I think, well, you have a certain wisdom because you've been around for more than a couple of years then, and you've gained wisdom, if that's what you want to call your experience. And but anyhow, your nervous system will help you to choose your pace. If you listen to your nerve system, then I think that you'll be well on your way. It makes you aware. Your nerve system will make you aware of what's happening. And well, with that, I can just show you a little bit around here. I hope you like the scenery that I'm showing you, and I have been showing you. So, as I said, you can subscribe to my channel. If not, you don't. It's all up to you. But I still would like to see you in my next video, or in one of my next videos. And I hope you appreciate it. Leave a comment if you want. I will certainly read it and reply to it. And I'm going to wish you a very nice day or evening. It depends on when you're watching my video. And take care of yourself. Take very good care of yourself and your loved ones. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.